Alright, so today I'm doing a video on watering my plants. I've got my bucket ready to catch the water, otherwise it's going to splash on my legs. So here's a pothos. This is Cebu Blue. This is when I potted up early, and you can see how the roots are going through there. So this guy's looking very dry. Like I said, with the mixture that I use, it does dry out quicker, so you water it and probably 3 or 4 days later it's already starting to get dry. I still water probably every 4 to 5 days. So I'm just going to tip some water across the top of that. As you can see, it's nice and wet now, dripping. And I put those rocks in this pot as well, so the water just drips out. It doesn't really sit in the bottom. However, the roots do go searching through, so that's good. I'll just give it a little tiny bit more. Alright, and that's that one done. His roots are looking beautiful. The next one is this guy. You can see his roots down here, all through here. And you can see again, he's dry. Give it a nice soaking. Forgot to mention as well that pothos, the Cebu Blue, that's a cutting as well from one of my ones over here. I'll show you that in a second. The Cebu Blue pothos mother plant. Looking absolutely beautiful. Did get a little bit burnt, but it was hot. And this one is a silver, what is this? Silver cloud? Yeah, silver cloud, I believe. Philodendron. This one is another rescue from the warehouse. It was very poor when I got it, as you can tell. This was a new leaf, and it's got another new leaf coming out, but it's a bit stuck. And you can see he's dried out. However, there's lots of roots in there. So let's give him some water as well. Splashing my legs. So I'll just let them sit with that little bit of water in there. Drain it out. This one, Devil's Ivy. Again, that pothos, Devil's Ivy. Looking beautiful. And this was a cutting as well. This one's from over there. I'll show you that one as well. This is the Devil's Ivy. This one I got actually given to me as a cutting, and it's absolutely gone bonkers in this pot, as you can see. Doing really well. You can see where I took the cuttings from. Again, a little bit crispy because of the summer. So he needs some water. Can you see any roots? Oh yeah, there's one root here that's starting to come out. At the same time I'll water the moss poles. I'll just do that separately because I was gonna make a bit of a mess. The moss poles are good, the roots grow into them, so it creates more plant as it's going up because it roots in and rather than just roots at the bottom. Now this guy, this one's looking quite big. This is my Monstera addisoni monkey mask. Looking absolutely incredible. This thing was tiny when I got it. It was just one of those little like $9 plants. And this mixture and the moss pole, and it's just gone crazy. You can see he's like hanging here. I need to get some more rope string there to hold him on because he's not grabbing. But that's all right. Oh, and a yellow leaf. Let's see if I can get rid of that. I'll cut that off later. Now to give him some water. You can see all the roots in there. Huge amount of roots. Draining out. Loving that. Definitely have to fix the hanging bit. Yes. So I've soaked the moss pole for this guy. I'm just gonna string him up. That will help its roots find where they need to go. Looking absolutely beautiful. I did say before that I use this mixture as well for succulents. I just modified a bit, put a bit more rock and a bit more sand in it. So this is Zanzibar that I've got in it. Much more rocky, very rocky. But you can just start to see some of his roots starting to show in there. I don't give him as much water because it's a succulent, doesn't need so much, so just a little bit. And that will tie him over. So some of the benefits I found from using clear pots like these is that you can keep your eyes on the soil. You can watch how wet or dry they are. This means you don't end up with soaked roots, which I've done it myself. I've lost a lot of plants to root rot. And ever since changing to clear pots, I found such an improvement. However, the soil that I was using, which was supposed to be top quality from like the plant shop, would still hold that moisture just down there. No matter how much I let it dry out, it would just always be wet and go real cakey, and the plant would never grow into it. So I did some research and found this mixture. Someone else was making it, so I've replicated it, and ever since doing this, I have not had one plant die of root rot. In fact, I've had a lot of my plants come back. So the mixture I made up, and I showed you in the last video, definitely worth giving a go. I've done it for a couple of my friends. I've potted up their plants for them, and they love it, and they're just finding it so easy. You pick it up, it needs some water, give it some water. And so this guy definitely needs some water, he's a bit dry. This is one of those ones that I'd almost lost to root rot. The whole, like this was you can tell how thick this is, how decent this was doing as a plant, and then the roots started dying, and I just chopped it up, and now it's coming back, and I've got roots. So I'm excited. I'll give him some water. There you go. This is another one from Cuttings. This is one of my plants that I've got up there. I'll show you that one too. Also a little bit burnt because of the summer, but looking absolutely stunning. So this is a heartleaf philodendron, quite easy to keep alive. A lot of people have no issues with these ones. He just sits inside my lounge room, so I'm going to give him some water now. Loving it, doing really well. And that's in low light condition. I've got him on top of a bookshelf up in my lounge room, not getting any direct light, but he's doing really well. This one is another cutting, dragon tail, and I've got that one over there. I'll show you that one too. Got a little bit burnt here during summer, you can see, but we've got some new leaves coming out. So I had to cut it because of the root rot, but the roots are looking really good now. It's got so many new shoots coming out. Looking beautiful. So this was a cutting from my dragon tail, another plant that I almost lost. Luckily I didn't. I cut the tops off and I got these. There's roots in there, little roots. You can just see them in there. But it's doing really well as well. Again, also pot size is important. You don't want to go too big. I was finding that I was potting small plants in big pots and they just weren't doing very well. So I now downsize to a plant pot that's very tight for the roots, let it get pot bound, and then I upgrade to the next size. It took a lot of time to learn this stuff though. I've lost many plants. And this one is another saved plant from the local warehouse. This one was very cheap, like I think it was $2. You can tell it wasn't doing very well. This is one of the last of the dead looking leaves. And these are the new shoots since I put it into this mixture. Can't see roots yet. However, it's doing well, so I'll keep you updated on that one. ASMR of the water drips. It's like a water feature. That's it at the moment for my indoor plants that need watering, and I think that will be it. My next video should be an update on the ones I potted from the last week, so we'll see how they're going. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoy, and subscribe and follow.